See if they can do it again this year. Not a simple task by any stretch.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the bucket by the Heat. Here's Lewis. Miami grabs the miss. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Here's Ingram, following the bucket by the Heat. Here's Daniels. No good that time.
4 shots, 4 misses, and you can sense a certain frustration building.
And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Larry Nance picks one up. Smitty, the challenges of being a small market team are very real for the Pelicans.
You know, it's tough to attract big-name talent or get stars willing to invest in your franchise. BA, but the Pelicans are doing what they can to overcome it.
And he knocks down the first one.
You have to admire MP's obvious love for the game. This guy just wants to get out there and play hard, and his attitude helps inspire others as well.
And both free throws good for MP. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Daniels. 13 points in the win against Detroit. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And here's Lowry from the arc. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 5 to begin this game. New Orleans calls timeout.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to the brand of basketball.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Butler against Ingram. Here's Daniels. making a mark on the offensive end, scoring around 13 a game. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Lewis. And the Pelicans miss again.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Smith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Daniels. Williamson with it. Here's Lewis. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Over Smith. Oh, MP with a block. Lowry, the pass to Smith. To the middle. Here's Jovic. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Fouls. First team foul. At the line for the Pelicans, Kira Lewis Jr. 2.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And here are the Heat. They're on a 15-1 run. On the wing, MP. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Lewis. And here's Williamson. Here's Daniels. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Williamson. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Heat. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game. Lowry outside. Now here's Butler. Smith passes to Adebayo. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Smith's got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Nance. Here's Daniels. Down low. Shot is good by Nance.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Here's Smith. Oh, MP throws it down.
Woo! Did you guys see that? I can't believe MP brought that out in the game.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. Pass to Nance. Here's Lewis. They shoot again. Oh, MP with a block.
MP anticipated that one, and he swatted it away.
And here's Lowry.
I got yours.
Now here's Butler. 3-pointer. And the Heat, another 3. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Here's Lewis. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause. Bam Adebayo gives his team so much flexibility, playing multiple positions and doing whatever the team asks.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
to stop the run. And he lays it up and in.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobil 1 drive.
And with a drive like that, you have to ignore the scoreboard and just appreciate the energy he's still playing with.
And the Pelicans with possession here. And Smitty, how about Bam Adebayo? He really diversifies this team offensively.
He does, B.A. He's a consistent scorer, and he's fierce on the defensive end, guarding smaller guys.
Williamson, no good.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish.
Lowry, good.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
New Orleans calls timeout.
Kyle Lowry didn't make his first All-Star game until year 9. That is very rare.
It's time to get on your feet. The loudest section gets free t-shirts. Welcome. Substitution on the court.
Here's New Orleans now. Breaking into an all-star team like Lowry did. Man, it's so tough, Smitty.
There are only 12 spots, B.A., and Kyle grabbed one of them. Reason why he's played at an unbelievable level, and his teams, they are winning.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Smith. And he banks in the layup. Smith's got 14 points for the game.
They can't stop him.
Smith's gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 on the night. McCollum, the pass to Valanciunas. Oh, it's stolen by Oladipo. Fast break, here come the Heat. Here's Smith. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
So it's the Pelicans now, after the basket by Miami. Back to McCollum, and out of bounds, the Heat will take it.
Miami ball.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Wagner's checked in.
Wagner.
Miami's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Oladipo, the pass to Smith.
Pelicans foul. Herbert Jones. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Smith with it. He's got 16. Oladipo, the pass to Smith. And good. Coming on the setup by Oladipo. He's got 18.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Now here's McCollum. Outside Jones. McCollum outside. Pass to Murphy. Here's Wagner. For 3, McCollum drills it from deep.
He can make this shot in his sleep. It is pure muscle memory for C.J. McCollum.
Here's Todd, defended by Wagner. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Great communication there sets up MP for the jam. He's right on cue to catch the pass.
Outside Jones. Back to McCollum. Valanciunas against your 7. On the wing, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Valanciunas can't get it to go. Pass to Smith. Oladipo outside. Back to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Wagner. New Orleans has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jones with the ball. Now Oladipo defending. Back to McCollum. Beyond the arc. The offensive rebound. Pass to Valanciunas. Clock at 6. Valanciunas against Oladipo. Here's Christie. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Now at the line, Christie. 2.
Shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. Done. He's checked in for Miami. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Pelicans ball. Pass to Murphy. Here's Daniels. McCollum outside. 1:19 left in the first quarter here. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on Victor Oladipo.
Team foul.
Well, that was clearly a
Shooting
foul.
for New Orleans. Daniel. 2.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. A minute 15 left in the first quarter. Back to Dunn. Yurtseven against Valanciunas. Back to Yurtseven. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dunn. That shot is off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
He got a piece of it.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
And the shot goes.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 from deep. McCollum outside. Pass to Murphy. Here's Daniels. Now here's Valanciunas. The 3. It doesn't go for him. He got it up. The shot misses. And so it's MP making things happen for the Heat. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. It's clear he's in a good rhythm. We'll be right back after this word.
Please give a big round of applause for your Heat.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Okay, on the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Ingram and Zion, the former Dukies, in it forward. Then it's Larry Nance, and it's Daniels in a shooting guard. Now here's Ingram. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Detroit. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Miami has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Throws it up high, and Adebayo slams it in.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, B.A., it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
For a lead guard, Dunn's the perfect storm inside. Long, strong, and athletic.
Dunn. 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him.
We've seen real improvement from Chris Dunn at the free throw line. Used to be his Achilles heel.
Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Pelicans have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Pass to Nance. Over Adebayo. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
Back to Dunn. Here's Jovic. Nails it from 3. 5 points in the game.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Miami is very efficient. Coach Spoelstra said, quote, "You want to maximize your offense in all the different ways in your menu without feeling like you're taking turns." I don't think anyone would say that about our team. They're an unselfish group that likes sharing the ball, and they enjoy each other's success. Brian?
Allie, thank you. Now here's Butler. 5 points in the game. To the paint. Nance against Adebayo. Up top, Lowry. From 11 feet away, Pelicans cleared away. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. Outside Jones. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
And he gets the bucket.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Lowry against Jones. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Unable to get that one.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Over the course of his career, Jimmy Butler's made strides in a lot of areas. He's really matured as a playmaker in the past several seasons.
And the Heat making a change here. Hayden's checked in.
1.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Butler. Well, Smitty, we've seen an uptick in Butler's assists since he moved on from the 76ers.
Yeah, we're not going to start calling him Jimmy Dimes. We know passing has played a big part of his game. He trusts his teammate. He doesn't feel the need to always take over. But Jimmy is definitely a scorer.
Now here's Nance. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Clock at 4. A shot to stop the drought. And they'll get another chance. And Williamson gets it to go.
Williamson.
Great position by Zion. It's what allows him to get offensive rebounds.
Outside Payton. Outside Butler. Pass to Jovic. Outside Payton. Here's Jovic, covered by Williamson. Here's Payton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. MP's checked in for Lowry. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Ingram.
Get outside, get outside.
Inside. That shot is good, Lewis.
Jr.
Great ball movement by B.I. Spots a
Brandon
wide
Ingram.
open teammate and feeds him.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Smith outside.
Hey, right here.
Oh, MP throws it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Pass to Lewis. And here's Williamson. Here's Lewis. Fires the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 4 rebounds now.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Not a big me guy, but MP is doing it all in this one.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Now Nance. No good there. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo. Pass to Butler. Back to Smith. Outside Butler. Here's Jovic. Covered by Williamson. Smith in the high post. 6 to shoot. Oh, deflected. Adebayo passes to Butler. Over Ingram. And there's Butler. That one's good on the assist from Adebayo. Butler's got 10.
A fantastic passer for a big. Bam, terrific at finding his open teammates.
Williamson gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Heat have gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Up top, Smith. 24 points for him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got 26 points.
You have to admire the focus from MP, not allowing the D to overwhelm him there.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for the Pelicans, Kyra Lewis Jr. 2.
And he drops the first. Wagner's checked in for the Pelicans. Murphy comes in for Williamson. He's off on the second. And here are the Heat. They're on a 19-7 run. Smith outside. To the inside. Here's Butler. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Butler.
Smith's got assist number 8 here already in the game. New Orleans is shooting just 21% from the floor. Pass to Lewis. Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. Outside Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Fades. That one off the back iron and out.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
To the wing, right side. Pass to Payton. Launches it. Got a piece of it. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. And the Heat with some changes. Todd comes in for Payton. And Victor Oladipo is subbed in for MP. Oladipo against McCollum. The shot won't fall. Good work defensively by Oladipo. Here's Todd, defended by Wagner. Here's Daniels. Christie with a rebound.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And that one's good. Oladipo's got his first points of the game.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
McCollum against Oladipo. McCollum outside. From deep three-point range. He can't get it to go, and Miami will go the other way with it. It's off to Washington after this one, where they will face the Wizards. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game.
So resourceful. When Oladipo's looking for any opening, he puts in a lot of effort on offense.
Here's McCollum after the basket by Miami. Shot to end the cold streak, and that's good for two. McCollum's got 5 points.
C.J. McCollum making the mid-range shot look easy.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Yurtseven. Outside Butler. Back to Yurtseven. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his third assist of the night.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Here's Murphy. Back to McCollum. To the right side. Here's Murphy. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. From deep. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Heat making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. Pass to Oladipo. To the wing on the left. Here's Todd. Again, the Heat score.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Daniels. Back to McCollum. We've got 1:08 left in the second. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Oladipo. Daniels misses.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The shot by Oladipo, no good.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Daniels. Now McCollum. Soft touch off the glass. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Gliding down the lane, McCollum with the hard finish.
Back to Dunn. Oladipo on the wing. Pass to Christie. Dunn with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. Valanciunas with a rebound. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Oladipo. Here's Christie. Good! Without a second to spare.
Oh, you got to have some real nerves to hit that shot.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And so it's Miami, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. Defense is setting the tone. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got Bam Adebayo. MP is out there with Kyle Lowry. Then there's Butler. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Miami has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He added 55 points, and that was just one element of his production. He ended up with a triple-double on the night. His stat line was unreal. Impossible to repeat? I don't know. Coming off of that performance, you tell me. Guys?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't in. enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
So it's the Pelicans now, following the bucket by the Heat. Lewis, off target from three-point range.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses. Boy, oh boy. Get up, MP. Putting an exclamation point on that drive.
Here's Williamson. Looking at his stats, he's getting just over 23 points a game. Driving inside, and he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And few players are as electric as Zion. The speed and power he plays with, something you see once every few decades.
And he makes a first. And the blend of speed and power, as you said, Grant, Zion is unmatched.
He's a rhino with a jetpack. And on defense, when you see him coming in the open floor, you don't want to get in his way. The explosiveness in the paint is really what makes him so efficient.
So hits one and misses one at the line.
And we all know about Zion Williamson's athleticism. Now he must continue adding to his game.
Smith passes to Butler. Back to Smith. Down low. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Pick him right, pick him right.
Here's Lewis, covered by Smith. Pass to Williamson.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
Larry Nance Jr. Third personal foul. First team foul. Now at the line, Bam Adebayo. 2.
That free throw misses.
I just love Adebayo's passion for the game and his desire to reinvent his position.
Good on the second one. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Lewis. Here's Daniels. Yep, that one goes. 5 points in the game.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback.
Now here's Smith. Give him 30. Out to Lowry. from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Smith's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Pass to Daniels. Now here's Ingram. Butler covering. Unloads from 13. And that one's good. Ingram's got his first points of the night.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
And they double up MP. Butler passes to Smith. To the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. Williamson outside. And Smith over to help. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Back in 2021, Zion Williamson was on a serious hot streak. In 25 consecutive games, he dropped 25 or more points and did it on 50% shooting.
And he can't get the first one. Well, Zion, when he's on the floor, he has proven he is an efficient player. Others are envious of that.
They are, B.A. They're envious of his shot selection and his point total. He stays aggressive because he knows what his team needs from him. Physical play inside the paint all night long.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Jones is checked in.
And the defense knows they got to cover MP very close. But he gets physical and exploits the coverage there for a foul.
Now at the line, MP. 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for MP. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside Ingram. Outside Jones. Pass to Lewis. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Lowry.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Lewis. Outside Jones. Six on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
To the middle. Here's Adebayo. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Smith's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Williamson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Lewis. And here's Ingram. Here's Lewis. 4-3. Rebounded by Jovic.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Counted. Smith's got 34.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
For New Orleans, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Ingram. Pass to Lewis. Poke loose. Back to Ingram. Now Williamson. Williamson is double. Fires for 3. Lewis can't get it to go.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Butler with the bucket.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Lewis. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Inside. And he makes it on the layup. He's got 6.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Jones against Smith. That shot off the mark. Jones with some nice D. The Pelicans have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Ingram. 3-pointer. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. Outside Jones. Pass to Nance. To the paint. Here's Lewis. Oh, MP with a block. To the inside. Stolen by Jones. Here's Lewis. Launches a 3. Hits the trifecta.
How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please. That's terrible.
The Heat have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Smith no good. New Orleans has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. They get it again. Nance. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Nance has gotten his second bucket.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
And yep, it's good. Smith's got 10 points here in the second half.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Williamson passes to Jones. Here's Lewis, covered by Smith. Pass to Lewis. Takes a 3. Oh, drew the foul. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved. And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
the court, your Miami Heat dancers.
So both teams changing it up here.
Three shots.
And he's good on the first of three. He hits the second from the line. And he nails the third. Miami has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Smith. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Well, Grant, I know you collect art, so we've been hearing all about these NFTs that teams and players are creating. I'm going to need a little instructional here. What's it all about?
BA, first of all, memorabilia and collectibles have always been around. But yes, NFTs have taken it to a whole nother level. And yes, I do have an NFT. I don't fully understand it, so I can't explain it to you, but I know it's the next big thing, that's for sure.
Back to McCollum from behind the arc. Miami grabs the miss. Yurtseven's got 4 rebounds now. Smith against McCollum. Pass to Christie. Smith left side. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Valanciunas. Smith no good. Well, the Pelicans shooting 35% in the third quarter. McCollum outside. Outside Ingram. Lets it go from the wing. That one goes. Count it.
His assist numbers have grown. C.J. McCollum, pass on time.
Up top, Smith. McCollum defends. And MP throws it down.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting only 26% for this game. Not good. Back to McCollum. Outside Ingram. Valanciunas down low. He's covered by Yurtseven. McCollum's shot is off. And for the Heat, they're shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Dunn, he's checked in for Miami. The Pelicans making a switch here. And so it's New Orleans with it. Back to McCollum. Up top, Valanciunas. Here's Murphy. And again, New Orleans, no good. Miami has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Here's Christie, defended by Jones. Puts it up from 15, and the basket good. A bank shot that time. Give him 8.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Pass to Daniels. McCollum outside. Here's Daniels. 5 points in the game. Valanciunas with it. Good D by Yurtseven. Now here's Dunn. McCollum defends. Back to Dunn. Here's Todd. Pass to Yurtseven. From 9 feet, and there are the Heat with another bucket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
one of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Nice shot by Christie.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Chris.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. Clock at 6. From the top of the key, he buries it. McCollum's got 9.
The handles of C.J. McCollum on full display.
Done with it. Guarded by Valanciunas. Here's your 7. Banked it in off the glass.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Here's Jones. The Heat making their last shot. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Daniels. Off the mark there with a 3. Here's Christie. Up and over McCollum. And there's another one for the Heat.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
And so it's Miami showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Miami has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. So for the Pelicans right now, Jackson Hayes is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Murphy in at the 3 spot. Now here's Dunn. Driving in, and the layup is good off the glass.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
Pass to Wilkins. Here's Murphy. Recently, we've seen a few super teams put together, but it hasn't always been an automatic recipe for success, Smitty.
Well, B.A., a lot of times you see those super teams on paper. It's all about execution on the floor. And the biggest factor that sometimes hampers super teams is health, and that could be a big factor in upsetting your plans.
Now here's your 7. Here's Christie. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Pass to Wagner. Now here's Hayes. He's guarded closely. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
BA, it can be tough for a young guy to figure out his game, but Jackson Hayes is making big strides, showing impressive growth.
The first one falls. Well, Smitty Hayes definitely seems eager to make a larger impact on the floor.
You know what I like, BA? His raw energy. Any chance he gets to show off what he can do, he takes it. It's hard to find that kind of relentless hustle.
Ross, he's checked in for Miami. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, the Heat's shooting 76%. You don't see this often. Outside Payton. Dunn outside. Well, when you look at the wing position, how do you feel it's evolved since you played, Smitty?
Well, they've been asked to do more, BA, especially on the defensive end. Mostly wings now are asked to guard 1 through 5 with teams switching a lot. And also a lot of these wing guys are asked to run the offense.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Following the bucket by the Heat. Here's Wagner, and he jams it home with authority.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Outside Ross. Outside Payton. Pass to Todd. Unloads. Second shot opportunity. And Yurtseven gets it to go. Yurtseven's got 4 points this quarter.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Now Wagner. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. McCollum's shot is off. The Heat have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Outside Payton. To the middle. Yurtseven, no good. The Pelicans have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Wilkins, good.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Outside Payton. And the play-in tournament has been a success, but some debate about whether the stats should count towards postseason stats. Granted, it kind of falls in the abyss. How do you think we should reconcile?
Well, BA, first of all, it is the postseason. It's exciting. Everyone's watching. So much is on the line. This is high-pressure elimination games. And yes, there have been some great performances that we've seen in the play-in tournament thus far. So I think these stats should be included in postseason numbers for players.
Here's Dunn. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. Here's Todd. Over Wagner. Todd with the bucket. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Out to the right wing. Here's Murphy. That's good, and it's McCollum with the assist.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
Substitution.
Completely new group for the Pelicans. Here's Todd, covered by Williamson. The shot by Todd, no good. The Pelicans have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the fourth. Ross against Ingram. Pass to Williamson. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Williamson's got 4 points this quarter.
Because of Zion's strength and explosiveness, he's nearly unguardable around the rim.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And BA, he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Back to Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
Smith outside. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks. The social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
Now here's Smith. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
And this is exactly what you expect of MP. He puts on his hard hat and hits you where it hurts.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible, and so far they've been super successful using this attack.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Heat.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And tonight, a fantastic effort to deliver their 48th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
An all-around dominant performance. Only certain guys can do this. Complete control, 3 phases of the game. Congrats, a triple-double.
Now here's Wagner, and that one's good.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Here's Smith. Drops in the layup for 2. Smith's got 47 points.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on them.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so it's New Orleans with it after the basket by Miami. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Todd. And they double up MP. Now here's Ross. 5 to shoot. Here's Smith. Uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got 49 in the game.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So it's the Heat winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They did just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson with our 2K Sports crew signing off. And we'll see you next time.